Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 Susan. Hey. Sorry about that. I tried. I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done using that Wi Fi. I can't count on. I can count on the one on my phone. How's everybody doing? Who's in the building? Hey, Payne. Hey, Susan. Yeah, no, this is the funny thing. I use my phone to see when I'm not on it, and now so that the camera's not directly in my face the whole time. Because I'm filming with it, I can't use it to see. But yeah, like I said, I could not keep waiting on that Wi-Fi. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But how's everybody's Saturday going? Say, let's have a Saturday night live. Let's have a Saturday night laugh. And I was thinking of like funny, embarrassing moments in your life. And I mean, some of my embarrassing moments, they come where you're like, oh, that's a big ouch. It was like a Tommy boy, I'm gonna feel that in the morning. That's gonna leave a mark. You know? But I remember once having this crush so oh my goodness. I had a crush so bad on this guy on my block. And of course it wasn't even someone who I had a chance with at that time. It was just somebody I had a crush on, just the older guy on my block. I just thought was the coolest, cutest, everything in the world. And so one day I was riding my bike and I was showing my friends how I could stand up on the bike with no hands. And you know what I mean? I was so cool, was so happy. It did when I when I saw him, and I'm doing this now. Like I gotta be even cooler. And guys, next thing I knew, I hit a car, like hit the whole front of it, just flew on the hood. Oh. And then you gotta jump up. You ever fall or trip and then feel like you have to like jump up? Even if you were hurt, you just gotta jump up. I don't know why, or is it just me? Is it just me? Like you just like, oh, I gotta jump up. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm all right. The next day, you got a bruise the size of your leg on your leg. You're like, oh, so it wasn't okay. That happened too when I was skating. When I got my skates, I got my Chicago style skates, and you know how when you're young and you want something and you never had it, and then when you get it when you're grown, you just that little kid and you just excited. And that's how I was when I got my pair of Chicago style skates. And I still have them with me to this day. Well, not with me right now. I'm not tugger lugging them every single where right now if I don't have to. But when I got them, I was so excited. I decided I was going to skate to the store. You know what I mean? I was going to skate to the grocery store, have my book bag on. So I'm not to the grocery store, but like, to the store, the Family Dollar actually on Cicero. And I'm gonna skate to the store, and and I got my shoes in my bag, so I could just come out my shoes, my skates, and get up, like I'm still that kid again, right? And this is like 7 years ago. So I skate to the store, everything fine. Okay, it was cool. It was smooth sailing to the store. When I'm coming back, I get across the street from my house, and I go to stop, and you know how right at the sidewalk they have those little grips. I don't know what it's there for, but it hit that skate, and I just fell backwards on my butt. Oh, oh, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, when I tell you, when I was in my 30s, when I tell you, it's the reason why I only skate inside or in controlled places. Say, oh, is that a track? We can go around the track. Okay, I'm gonna do the track with my skates. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That sidewalk, I'm gonna leave that for the kids. All skating down the street. Up, you can have it. Hey, Sherry. Hey, sis. Thank you, man. Thank you. You have a great day too. Thanks for coming in and showing some love. But yeah, I'm telling you. So I've had so many. Oh my goodness, clumsy moments. Clumsy moments. I remember once working at this restaurant, and I had such a crush. And to me, listen to this. Crushes, to me, a crush is somebody you never really get up with, somebody that you definitely never slept with. Somebody, that's a crush, just something that you liked and you leave it there because I don't even want to taint it. I don't want to find out he's a jerk. I don't want to find out he's, you know what I mean? I don't want to find out it was bad in bed, whatever it may be. I don't want to find out. I want to leave it here in this happy place called a crush. So, um, I had this crush on the guy. He was like the assistant chef, and I remember one day I had to say directly to him something. He had changed. Somebody changed the order, and he had to go and say it directly at the window. And I remember he came to the window, and by mint condition, that song swinging. Oh my goodness! Every time I listened to it, I just thought about I was crushing over him. Oh yeah, Miss Swinging, you know. And when he started talking, so he like, what is it, because when if you ever worked at a restaurant, trust me, when that order messed up or you stopped that line or whatever, oh they mad, they angry, they ain't talking to you nice and calm like they are when they not working or not during a rush. But anyway, he standing there and y'all, I went like numb. And then I went not only went numb, I turned around real quick and knocked into somebody who had some tomato basil soup in their hands. And then oh God. No, all I could think is only me. Only me. Only me. I think I get clumsy when I'm nervous. When I mean nervous, like not nervous like I'm scared. I mean nervous, like how when you're crushing on somebody, nervous like uh I'm about to do something different, and though it's gonna be exciting, I'm just nervous. I'm just nervous. Just I don't know that kind of nerve. Ugh, whenever I'm like that, I'm a little tripping, walking normal 1 minute and tripping. You ever been walking and you're like, oh, I feel so good. I look so good. I'm this, and you just trip or lose your step. Yeah. So I'm always there. Hey, Colleen with a K. I'm telling you guys, so many clumsy moments when I think about it. I can think back to being a kid in some clumsy moments. Hey, Dana. Hey, sis. I can think back to being a kid and having some like super duper clumsy moments. Having some moments where, having some moments once again in front of your friends, everybody else. I remember one day we were playing tag, and so we're playing tag, and the where you had to come to be safe was this pole. So everybody run into it. It's a street light. Everybody run into it to tag it and everything else. And I have to be team too much. I wait to the person who chasing us to just about everybody that got there. I wait, then try to run around the car. You know what I mean? Be super cool. I ran right into the pole, y'all. I mean, like dead smack into the pole. Clumsy, clumsy, always too much. 1 minute I'm laughing, next minute I'm getting up. So I'm the only one that has clumsy moments. I'm the only one. I'm the only one who's tripped in front of somebody they like, or I'm the only one who's I don't know, just any clumsy moment. I'm the only one. Come on, I know y'all have had some. Tell the truth. Hey, Marianne. Hey, we all have them. I'm gonna get. I didn't even want to get too comfortable. I knew Nee was gonna come if I got comfortable. But yeah, like I said, I'm always so clumsy, and especially when I'm like nervous. Hey, hey, hey. But yeah, today has went by real fast. We got up really early, and now it's like, man, it's almost 7. This day has just went by really fast. Like I said, I had to go live on my phone because the Wi-Fi in here sucks. It sucks. And then if I hook the computer up to my Wi-Fi off my phone, it runs slower than me going on my phone. So I'm like, oh, I'd rather just get on the phone. Hold on so I can try to read. I don't want to be out on the camera. It is on a bike. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. Bikes, skateboards, skates. Oh, but that tells you we had fun back in the day. We actually did something. I remember all of us finally, I was probably about 13. We all had some bikes and we all went riding. I mean, we were riding all day. We had rode around, came back to my buddy's house, had some sandwiches and chips, and went back out riding. We were everywhere we was going. We were riding like we were on a pack, like we were a motorcycle gang. And we were riding, riding. And I remember somebody's bike got a flat, and you just put somebody on your bike, and y'all brought the bike back. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, even though I'd love to tell y'all we were still just innocent kids hanging out. We were that day. But I remember thinking like this is what I always want to do is go riding like this with your friends. But you had them periods where everybody don't have a bike. And sometimes you might be the one without a bike. So everybody can't go riding. We used to take turns. Take turns, share bikes, make the trip, just make it shorter so when you came back, it'd be your turn to ride with everybody. Do races. That way you could really switch up, just race up and down the street. But I'm so grateful because I had a few trip ups, and because when you hit with a bike or collide with somebody or anything else, ooh, you could really mess yourself up. So I'm lucky, blessed that none of my injuries ever came from like that. Now skateboarding, I knocked out my tooth, and it wasn't even skateboarding. It was like a little knee board, like you got on it, and it literally had a place where you could put both your knees. So you rode on it like that. I hit a little piece where the ground wasn't leveled. Oh, please. And I just, it tipped over, but I boom hit my mouth on the ground. And I broke my front tooth. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to see if anybody put their embarrassing moment. Cause I'm telling you, oh, I've had them. When Heidi had that, send in your most embarrassing moments, I sent in my most embarrassing one of my most embarrassing moments, and it was I decided that everybody used to send their clothes to the cleaners and get them creased, get light starch, hook them up. That was a big thing, when I was in high school, especially my freshman year. So we had a new school. I'm like, okay, I'm doing my own pants. I had went and bought me some spray starch. Oh, I thought I was gonna do it. I'm just a spraying and a creasing and, and a spraying and a spraying. Man, y'all, those pants went from looking like navy blue jabots to looking like leather. Oh man, I got the kind of mother that she like, oh no, that's what you said you're wearing tomorrow. You wearing it. You're not gonna leave about it here late. You gotta go. You gotta wear it. Oh no, please no. But I wear them, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wear them. They jabos at the end of the night. They real jabos. They, Maybe nobody will really notice. The crease is super strong because I didn't realize that starch is that heavy. It did say heavy duty starch, but how does the cleaners do it when you tell them heavy starch? They make them perfect. How? I was mad, y'all. I got to that bus stop, and man, some of the people that end up being some of my buddies, for years, but they were at that bus stop and they was asking me why did I get leather pants, and it was too hot to wear leather pants. Oh man, this went on. So by the time I got to school, y'all, I had to get some gym shorts, and then you know how gym shorts back in the day, gym shorts were just, why were they so short? What was it we were doing that these shorts needed to? I don't know. I don't know how everybody else gym shorts was, but I promise you, oh my God. But I'm telling you, oh, that was so embarrassed with them pants. It seemed like it took forever to get that crease out of them. Okay, Colleen, the case got one. Let's see. Colleen, now I know that when it comes to like either a blouse slip up or a dress slip up or a Janet Jackson slip up or a swimming suit slip up. Oh, those are the worst. I've had that happen from the bottom part of your swimsuit to the top part, and that's those are the those are the worst embarrassing moments. And but I've had the shirt. Well, it was a dress, and I had on this little uh summer dress and it had some spaghetti straps, and I was probably like 23. And the problem was my cleavage, even though it was in it, if I bent down the wrong way, what could happen. This could be a Janet Jackson moment. And sure enough, I bent over toward the chair to say, to give my auntie a hug because she was sitting in a chair. And I bent over, and when I was coming back, my uncle said, "Do you want to put that up?" And I was like, "Oh, you talk about embarrassed, right? Pop out. It's a pop out moment. I'm telling you, I remember jumping in a pool off this diving board, but hitting it the right way, not hitting the water the wrong way, being so excited, and coming back up out of the water so excited. But my whole boobs had came out of my swimsuit at the top. So when I was, I'm telling you, when you talk about just having some moments, when you think about it, oh, it just makes me laugh. Even talking about it and say it just cracks me up because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. Oh, I do. I do. And wondering if everybody you saw that day was thinking about when your boobs came out your swimsuit. Or when you got out the water and had the biggest wedgie because of the way you hit the water. So you come out the water with this super wedgie. But these days, I'm not even about jumping in water, playing in the water too much. It's like you get older and get nervous. Now you feel like all the people who just like, calm down in that water. Y'all know y'all gotta be careful. Something gonna happen. I remember being young and we went to this place called the Wave Pool. It was new. And we went out there, and so you be on the water, be calm, then suddenly it have waves. But now if you got close to like what I call it the wall, where the waves were coming out, the waves seemed way more intense. So we were on these little donuts or whatever. Me and my mom, my sister, and we go out in the waves, cause we laughing and having fun. So I turned mine over, cause y'all know I'm from Team Too Much. I told you too many times. So I turned mine over, and when I turned mine over, I'm in the water, but the waves are kind of mild, and I'm playing. Oh, mommy, I'm gonna take you over. And oh, you better quit playing in that water. And then the waves got deep. And y'all, I really was like, whoa, help, help. And my mother, when she finally grabbed my arm to yank me out, she was like, you play, you play too much. And I was thinking, I had no intentions of almost drowning. I was really just, but seeing too much. But I'll never forget that. But then I stopped playing in water. Now I understand. You gotta be careful. Gotta be safe. But but outside of the safety of water, the bloopers I've had with swimwear. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I sat down one day and I was in my swimsuit, and then I just came out the water and I sat down. I don't know if it's because the swimsuit was so wet or whatever, but I just happened to look down and say, "Oh my goodness, good thing I hope no one else noticed before I did." And once again, you have it where your swimsuit's to the side, to the this, where your if it's not your bottom sticking out, it's your private sticking out. And see, and here's the thing: like when you're a woman, it's so much to learn. That I remember the episode of Sex in the City when they were talking to was it Miranda? No, it might have been. I can't remember which one it was, but they were talking to her about when you're in a swimsuit, you must, be bikini ready, and you have to shave and all that. When you're not thinking like that or not knowing, and not even thinking. Of course, you're not thinking better because you just don't, it wasn't something you knew, so nobody taught you whatever it is. But I remember being, oh my goodness, I had to be like 19, 18. I know I wasn't 20 yet, but I put on this swimsuit and I was looking at myself. And then I was like, okay, I want to make sure how I look from the front, from the back, and from the side. And I looked down and I said, oh, wait a minute, hold on. You have to, you have to, because you better know. You got to know. And it could be that you're not even hair like that, but if you never shave there, and this is a time when you're outside with your whole body kind of exposed. All you really did is cover up the privates. Swimwear bloopers, I'm telling you, I could have made a whole show. I could have made a whole show. I love water. You know what I mean? I love it. And sometimes I say me and water are becoming frenemies, but really we're not. I think I'm not in it like I used to be. I think that's really what it is. I'm not in it. But one of the things that I really have to do that's on my bucket list is sitting in San Diego on the beach in the sand and but looking at the ocean, connecting, reconnecting. And that may sound simple to some, but to me, I mean, it's not that it's a hard thing to do. It's just something I really want to do. I literally want to have my feet in the sand, just sitting there alone with just me, the ocean, my thoughts, and hopefully being an Airbnb right there off the ocean. That's part of it because I really want that to be like my reconnection with the water, with the land. That's definitely something I want to do. So what did everybody do today? How was your day? My day has been real chillax. Like I said, it's been raining today all day. Well, this the funny thing. Right now, it's not raining and the sun is out, but it's been raining all day. And the worst part is when I was out for the day is when it was raining. Okay, I washed today instead of tomorrow because tomorrow I'm thinking about going over to my buddy's house for Sunday dinner. So if I'm doing that, I just wanted to go ahead and get my washing out. So I washed today. I took my stuff out and folded it out the dryer right before I came online. Yeah, Saturdays can be like to me. Saturdays was always the errand day. It was the day to go to the store. It was the day to if the kids needed some stuff. That's the day we were gonna go try to go get it and get it out of the way to get the week started. It was the way that it was the day to just get ready for everything. And Sunday was either a laundry day for me, but it was definitely like a chill day. So whether I was gonna have a Snapped marathon, because the new episode of Snap will come on Sunday, so they run the marathon all day. I'd watch that. Then you make your Sunday dinner and do laundry, but that was usually my Sunday. So no matter what, Sundays are always relaxed for me, super chill. So whatever on a Sunday, whatever I'm doing is definitely something I wanted to do. But Sunday is mine. I didn't know if that was a dog or somebody singing. But yeah, but it's my super chill day. But today's Saturday, so it's a busy day anyway here. But yeah, I'm just sitting there, and of course, look, you already know, gonna be sitting right next to me. But I figured since I want to read the comments and they come in, especially if somebody was telling me an embarrassing story, I didn't want to have the camera all up in my face. I'm not some kids just walking down the hall. But yeah, that's me. Oh wait, hold on. Please don't start barking while you're this close to the camera, sir. He is so full of it. Now, if you hear ain't kid, mind it ain't business, you gotta give him a roof to let him know. So just in case you didn't know, my name is Nina. In case you wanted to know. It's real hot out there today. Oh no, it's not hot here. I can promise you that. I can promise it's not cold, of course. I mean, it's a little cool, but it's not cold. But the rain always changes the weather. The only way I love the rain, like as far as in the weather, is if it's super duper hot and you're outside, like you're standing in line at an amusement park or something, and it starts raining, because then the rain feels good. Then you're like, oh, I love this. This is it. Ooh, for meatballs tomorrow. Oh. Me and my friend were just talking the other day about, how a good sauce, like we make a good sauce, and it's so, oh my God, it's so good. But the next day it has this new little mm, to it. Oh, I don't know. Is that just me? Is that us? Anybody else ever notice that? It's like, I don't know. It's like those flavors. Just some foods the next day, they have a different flavor. So if they were on point the first day, oh, they got a new kick tomorrow. Like some foods just do that. those flavors just got more in it, all up in his business. Oh, meatball. Oh, I love a good Sunday dinner. I tell you, as soon as I get a place, that's the one thing I miss so much is a kitchen. Like, I miss that because I'd rather make what I want, and then one because it gives you the power to have it twice. So, like, if I want to have it for lunch and dinner, then when I make it, I do it just like that. When I'm going to the store, usually I mean, especially if you're going to a restaurant, you're buying what you were eating for right now. Because most fast food isn't good reheated. Most fast food isn't that good the next day unless I'm getting pizza. Yeah, that next day is just something different. I want some meatloaf and homemade mashed potatoes. And I like spicy food, so like right now, I'm super in a spicy mood, so I want everything spicy. If it's spicy, I'm like, I'm there. Let me get some. It's spicy. When I'm in my super spicy mode, I know it because I eat a lot of peppers too. Like I'm always wanting jalapeno peppers. So I want french fries and some peppers. Like, okay, most people like cheese fries. If you like cheese fries, you like to dip your fries in cheese or pour cheese on it. Because for me, it's like I'd rather dip my fries in cheese because when the cheese is cold, I don't want it anymore. So I always, when people want cheese fries, they pour the cheese all over. I always think, oh, when it gets cold, that's a lot of wasted food. And I'm definitely not reheating. I love potato. I love potato. I eat baked potatoes, scalloped potatoes, mashed potatoes, uh, potato salad, stuffed potatoes. I love potatoes. And even when I'm on a low budget, or you call it broke, call it whatever you want, one of the things I'm definitely gonna have is potatoes. I'm gonna have potatoes a lot. Oh no, it's not spicy at all. You gotta order a pepper with it. I'm the type I order chicken, I order a pepper with it. And if the place don't have one, I probably got one at home. I don't know something about when you bite into this little juice on the pepper and the chicken together. I like. And when I eat Popeye's chicken, I put honey on it. I don't know if that's nasty to some, but don't judge me. It's just something I do. It is. It's something I do. I always do honey when I'm at Popeyes on their chicken. Even their chicken strips. Popeyes has a chicken nugget now too. It almost reminds me of like a skin bite with a little bit of meat in it. I love their skin, the skin on Popeye's chicken. Yeah, when it used to come to, well, one, I loved Kentucky Fried Chicken at one time, but I barely touched that at all. And at one point, I honestly thought that like Kentucky Fried Chicken got better sides than Popeyes. I really thought that, and I even started. Oh, y'all gonna think I'm crazy when I say this. At one point, I was even thinking Kentucky Fried Chicken had a better biscuit. Now, Popeyes, when that biscuit is fresh, is off the chain. Give me some strawberry jam. Give me some honey. Give me some grape jelly. It don't matter which one I do. I can put syrup. That biscuit, when it's fresh, is off the chain. KFC with that biscuit fresh, and it's made perfectly, so it's a little bit crispy, but it's soft mainly all the way through. That thing is off the chain too, because it tastes more like a made from scratch biscuit. Popeye's biscuit tastes like I bought a can, not to say it's a can of Grands, but it kind of reminds me of that. It don't taste like a biscuit from scratch to me, but it's fine, no doubt. I never disrespect Popeye's biscuit. Trying to think who else. But when it comes to like good chicken, it wouldn't be one of them anyway. But like the best chicken, and nothing. But what I like about those two places would have been that. But I don't mean, like I said, I don't mess with KFC. I probably in the last 5 years have had KFC about 4 times. And of those four, like two of them were probably the biggest miss ever. Like, has hit or miss sometimes. And these days, with all these fast food places, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's good, but nothing is like it used to be. Yep, they're like hockey pucks. Popeye's biscuits, you gotta eat them when they're fresh, I promise you. You know, Susan, I've never really cared for Church's Chicken. And so many people like it. And the other day I was standing outside of one and thinking, I'm almost tempted to go in there. But they do have things in churches I like. Like they have those little poppers and their sides mainly. Out here they have a good little mashed potato in there. But it's the sides. Once upon a time it's like the fried mushrooms they had. They had this fried mushrooms. I had like a little batter on top of it. It's really good. That's what I used to. But their chicken wing is different because it has like part of the breast on it is cut different. And when it comes to being textures and appearance of things, when it comes to eating, it's hard to. When I see a chicken wing, I need to look like what I'm used to a chicken wing looking like. I don't even like big chicken wings when you get them in the grocery store or from a restaurant. I don't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. If that's the case, I'll eat turkey wings. Really? And see, that's it too. When you go to different places, it's a different taste. It'll be a better. I'll go to your churches and it'll be delicious. And I'll be like, how come my churches is so crappy next to your church's chicken? Like, I'm sure in Kentucky, though I have had KFC in Kentucky before. But I was gonna say maybe I could go to KFC in Kentucky and have the best KFC experience I've ever had in my life. But I don't remember it being that way. I remember I remember it just being good. I don't remember it being too much of nothing else. Okay, I gotta get off my arm. See, that's another reason why you can't come get comfortable with Nino. Because if you do, then he's like, "Oh, hold on, let me take over everything." No, like and I tell him all the time, Nino, you're heavy. You'll put somebody's arm to sleep. You can't just lay on people's arm, lay on people's leg. Snack attack. Anybody watching any good movie or anything? Any good shows? Twilight is on. I think it's E. Excuse me, sir. Twilight is on one of those channels. They're playing the whole trilogy too. And here's the thing, y'all. I told y'all I'm a big Twilight fan. I'm watching it like I never seen it, and it's with commercials. That's the funny part. Hold on, you know, okay. Ah, I just ate this piece of gum, these gumballs, and I kid you not, these aren't soft gumballs. Look at them. These aren't soft. Mm. But I love Twilight. I love the whole love story, even though Bella gets on my nerves sometimes. But when I take her out the equation while leaving her in there, I love that movie. And at first, I was like, "Why is everybody so hyped up um, about Twilight?" I remember Bella came. Was it Bella by herself? I know Bella for a fact came to Nordstrom's when I was working there, and it was this big thing. And oh my goodness, it was this big crowd of kids, and they were gonna be so excited. 'Cause, and I was like, "What's all this hype about this movie?" No, thank you, sir. Then from the moment I watched it, I was in love. Oh yeah, Susan Twilight. Oh, I never thought I would have fell in love. So like I said, I wasn't thinking about Twilight. I was turning through the channels early this morning. Part one was on. I stopped it there. If I turned my TV on right now, that's what would be on Twilight. Because like I said, they're playing all of them, so it's gonna be on all day. It's gonna be a Twilight kind of day because it's gonna be on all day. You know, here the kids, it's a family, and they have a couple of rooms on this floor today. And so, but it's not bad. It's a few. So like I said, they got a few rooms. So the kids are like, going back and forth to each other's rooms. I remember my kids would get excited about something like that. If it was cousins in the family or whoever, and we had different rooms. Yeah, that was so cool to go to each other's room. Oh yeah, Twilight is a good series. Yeah, like I said, that's what I was watching today. But I said I wanted to drop in, come talk a little bit, and see how y'all were doing. I was thinking about embarrassing moments, and how you just said what day. Oh, I do, and I'm just laughing. And when I'm laughing at all day, thinking about just these different embarrassing moments I had. And sometimes, even when I'm laughing, I think about like, man, I remember being so embarrassed when that happened and thinking I'd never get over it. And now I'm sitting here laughing about it. I told you I'm super clumsy. I've got out the car and fell. And it's because I missed a step, lost a step. I don't even know. Moving too fast, but I've definitely done it. Hey, Big Bad Wolf, talking about embarrassing moments and how many I've had. So many. Then I started talking about Twilight and how I love that series. How's your day going? How's your Saturday? Oh, and I had to go live on my phone, so to read the comments and everything else. So the phone's not here the whole live. That's why I'm like, but how is your Saturday going, Big Bad Wolf? And of course, Nino, as always, as usual, if I move, guys, I'm like, man, he's here. Now he's here. My stomach growling. And I don't know why my stomach's growling, because I actually ate and I ate good today too. I don't know. But yeah, but of course, like I said, you already know. Saying too much, always right there. Always right by my side. You've had times, I'm telling you. Oh, I kid you not. Oh my goodness, you name it. And then we said about swimsuit, like swimsuit eras, where your boob might have came out, you had a wedgie, you got I've had a million of those too. A million. That's why I said I have so many embarrassing moments in that when I came on here, I was just thinking about like embarrassing moments you have or having a crush on somebody, and I told them about how one day I had a crush. I didn't even know what to say when I had to tell them about an order at this restaurant I worked on. I had a crush on this worked at. I had a crush on this assistant chef, and I had to tell him something. And I was all tongue tied. And he basically like, if you don't hurry that the heck up and say what you gotta say, this is the lunch rush. And then so after that, I turned around so quick that I bumped into somebody and they knocked tomato basil soup everywhere. Oh, I'm like, I'm so clumsy. And if I get nervous, it's like, oh, it's over. I'm real clumsy now. Somebody's gonna fall, and it'll probably be me. Oh, and I've tripped at the bottom stairs, or the bottom two stairs. You know how you go and you think it's the last step, but it was actually two more. I've done that before. But tripping going upstairs, oh, that's the one I always ask. How did this happen? How did I trip up? How did I trip up? And when I was young, my grandma would say, "You're tripping all the time because you got big feet." I'm like, well, where's that skin? And that's not really. And I guess I'm just clumsy. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Hey, PT. Hey, sis. Thanks for stopping by. In here talking about being clumsy. Me being clumsy or having swimsuit slips. Well, yeah, like I told him, I had one time I jumped in the water and I was so happy about jumping off that diving board. And I came back up and then my whole boobs that came on my swimsuit. Oh, and then what happened, Big Bear? I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I remember our buddy got married, and it was the first wedding, like big wedding I ever was in. Where not been to, because I had been to big weddings, but it was the first big wedding I was in. We were bridesmaids, and she was the first one to get married. And they had this open bar, but it was different than just an open bar. No joke. When they walked up to the table to ask us what we wanted to drink while we were waiting for our plates to come out, they'll be like, yeah, let me get some Remy, somebody, let me get some Hennessy, and let me know people name drinks, right? And they were like, you want the bottle? I said, the bottle. Are they bringing out whole fifth? Oh, please. That was back in the day. That's what people was making Incredible Hulks and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You talk about getting wasted. Next thing I know, you're on the dance floor. It's getting late. Why you got to be blasted? Blasted. Taking complete advantage of that open bar. I mean, it was like a drinking contest to see how much you could drink before the bar shut down. But when you're on the inside of a wedding and you realize how much people pay for that liquor, ooh, wait, I'd be like, it's one shot per person. take your shots sparingly. We got a beer, and I'm talking about we got a bunch of cases of beer inside some coolers, and you can go grab one per person. If I catch you with two, you will be charged per beer, because that's how expensive it is. It's you like, oh my god, get y'all drunk. Oh no, how about we have a BYOB? Because it costs too much of the wedding to be getting people. Well, I mean, it's just gonna be a big part of your ticket when you're doing that reception. Hey, Justin. With the who? Hey? I'm telling you, it happens. And you know, the ones that are always stick with you is that embarrassing moment that leaves a mark. That one that leaves that injury that somebody will think that something, oh my goodness, what have you been through? What happened? And to come with some story that they will, but it's left this mark that you're gonna notice. I've had it happen. I've had it happen. And especially when you were young and you thought, just, oh, I could just sit here and speed drink, or I'm gonna rush drink, or like I said, we're gonna out drink the bar, see if we could drink it dry because it's open. It's an open bar, and you learn. Lesson learned. But I'm thankful because none of my like embarrassing moments, well, a couple came embarrassing moments from being tipsy, but most of them were truly just clumsy. When I think of my most embarrassing moments of clumsiness, it was put way too much starch on those pans. It was the swimsuit, those type of things, swimsuit eras that done happened. What else? Those were embarrassing moments. Like tripping and fall. Like I said, tripping over your own 2 feet. Tripping over your own 2 feet, being nosy and turning back around and running something. I've done that before. Walking and looking at my phone, then looking up, and the branches might be lower. Oh, that's happened to me several times in life. Like, so that's what I'm talking clumsy about. Is I'm like, oh, get it together, sister, get it together. But yeah, like I said, I just came on for that. I was like, let me see how my buddies are doing. Then my phone was acting up and didn't want to give me Wi-Fi, and didn't want to give me Wi-Fi. You know, I'm telling you, it's really the people just going back and forth to their rooms together. You just have to let them know he's there. He was like, in case y'all didn't know it's Nino, I'm here. I'm here. Don't miss me. Because I miss you. I don't even know you. He just knows me. That's it. He just knows me. So, yeah, like I said, I'm really going to chill today. Oop, watch the movie. Yesterday was some good trivia. Last night I ended up falling asleep. Because I was like, I'm in the happy zone because I went to sleep. I passed out. So today it's just been a real chillax day. So I'm kind of glad it was raining today because it made me even more chillax. Watch the movies with me, catch up if I missed anything. But I had to come on. I had to come on and tell you all some funny stories about me. I'm not afraid to tell my embarrassing moments because I'm telling you, I'm gonna laugh at them. I'm gonna laugh at them. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll share. But I was thinking about those today. I'm like, it's Saturday night. Oh, I remember when I used to get so excited because Saturday Night Live was coming on. But I loved a lot of the Saturday night shows, like The Golden Girls. Of course, you know I love that. Amen used to come on. The Golden Girls, Empty Nest. I loved shows like that. I really did. I love shows like that. So I love Saturday, and then after that you get Saturday Night Live. Then you had Apollo. Saturday nights were good nights. But I just when I was going live on a Saturday night. But since I am in Chicago, back in my own city, I definitely am gonna go and do a video. I don't know if I'll do it live or not. I might do a. I don't know if you can go live, but I want to see because they do that. It's a place where a lot of the people from Saturday Night Live went to. You can go up there and go to like one of the improv nights, and um, they have the improv nights, and they have nights where you come and watch those shows. They have about tickets, and you can watch the new people that are coming through there. I'm definitely gonna go to that one day. I used to have a client who lived literally around the corner. I mean, around the corner in the high rise. And every day I would go by there and like, you know what? I'm grown now. There's no reason why you don't go there and enjoy it. So many greats I went through there, especially so many greats I've loved from Saturday Night Live. So I definitely want to go by there. I have to remember sometimes, like, I am there. So when I'm thinking of something that's here, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm here. I'm here. And there's a lot of things I want to do that are here that are great, that are good, and that are legendary, and so many good things. I'm like, oh, definitely have to do that and take advantage of it. Hold on, we gotta read. Hold on. Oh, the kid. Oh my goodness, I didn't even. Susan, I didn't even think about it till you just said that. Moments where the and when you think of it, they'll start young. When you're like, oh, they know how to say this. What? They'll say it. What? See, you say it, blah blah. Say it. They don't do nothing. They just stare at you. They start there. They start so young, so young. But they'll get you. They will get you. And then I love when you sit back, like even sometimes when I sit with my siblings and you're laughing and joking about embarrassing moments you went through as a child. Sometimes those take you back and give you good laughs, even with your friends. You'll be sitting, catching up with them and talking about something. And it might not just be that embarrassing moment, but it'll be like, oh, girl, do you remember when you know, something that it wasn't really funny then, but now we can go back and laugh. And I don't know, I love those kind of moments. She was only three when she did. Yeah. Yeah, she was independent. She was like, no, this is what I'm wearing. She said, I'm just wearing it. Yeah. She said the whole congregation getting moved. They'll do it. But then everybody will blame you. Everybody will blame you. I remember one time, but this is just a moment and when your kids can do something to embarrass you. You ever took your kids to get shoes? Now you done told them because I mean, as a parent, you know your kids, you know boys, especially when it comes to them sons. So you say we going to get some shoes. Make sure you have on clean socks. This, that. You know what I mean? Don't even wear those funky little shoes you wear every day. Put on some. You know, you done gave every speech ever. I remember one day we go to get some shoes, and my son take off his shoes to put his foot down on the thing to get measured, and his sock looked like he had never owned a pair of socks. When I tell you, I don't even know why he would have these socks on. Y'all, when I tell you, talk embarrassed. Because you already know as soon as he took that shoe off, all you smell was that stanky, funky. I said, now come on, child. All the fuck. But you know, when they're in that phase, sometimes they're in that phase, you can get them in the shower every day. You can have a kid faking like they're in the shower. So they taking a fake shower because they just didn't see why you needed them to take a shower today. Then they go from that to this phase where it's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's boys like girls, start liking girls. They start noticing it. They start smelling it. I have no idea. But then they just become super clean. And the same child who one day you were like, oh, I hope you just don't stay dirty and funky like this forever, becomes this clean. So I don't know, but I had that. Both of my sons weren't the same, but definitely one of them was like, he just had a phase where he was just a boy, like a little boy. He would pass gas and fart in the car whenever we were in it, like, and it would be when we were stuck in traffic. So it's not like we were about to get out. He would do something like that. You know, he was always that little boy. He was always definitely that one. Giving wedgies, yeah. And then once he'd come home, and I said, "You were just hooping outside for hours. I'm gonna need you to go take a shower before you come running in the refrigerator, do anything, go in there." And he would have come back downstairs in like 30 seconds. And I was like, "What'd you do?" Now he got on something totally different. I didn't say change your clothes. It just he was a little boy. Remember? Does anybody remember the show? Bill Cosby used to have kids say his darndest things. I loved that show because it is so factual. Like kids do, they do. They are comedians without knowing. They say the darndest thing, the realest thing, the most uncut thing. Say censored but no censor. I love the things that little angels look, little angels mouths. That's not even when you know them, you gotta be careful because you never know what they gonna say. You never know they could bust you out. They could, you know how they are. Saying it was always at church, of course. Like they have it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Sometimes I think they know. I think they know. But they'll get you. They definitely will. Oh, I cannot believe how fast this year is going. Like it's about to be June 1st, which means it's about to be June, which means we are 6 months into the year. So we're halfway there, huh? So there's the halfway mark of this number. Mm. I'm gonna really have to get myself into overdrive because if we halfway in the year and this is where I've got, then I gotta start pushing even, like shoot, pushing even harder. Oh, I hear people. It's crazy because when people are walking, I never know if people are walking outside and you hear them talking, or they walking past and you hear them talking. I'm just glad that the walls aren't so paper thin that I gotta hear your whole conversation. You gotta hear mine. Oh, I'm glad for that. Cause I mean, I've lived in places that were the walls were paper thin. Like sometimes you're like, are they talking to me? Are they talking to me? Say nothing. You know they're not talking to you. You don't even live with them. Yep. Next weekend is Memorial Weekend. Yep, it sure is. It sure is. My bestie is barbecuing, so I was gonna bring some meat over. Probably go over the day before and prep everything. And then curled on the crib the next day with the meats. She doing. I don't think I might do some more shish kebabs. I don't know, but I think this time I want to do steak ones, beef ones. That's really what I want to do. Look, that's really what I want to do. But yeah, we are definitely barbecuing next weekend. So I'll probably go live at the barbecue. So we're not doing no big barbecue. We're just doing like a barbecue, but we're doing like food wise, we are, but not a big barbecue like a billion people or anything like that. But I know I won't stay live too long on it because I want to enjoy it, and because you're always moving and using your hands. So you have to do it when you're done. Like I have to do my live either, a part of it or do a video or upload or two of what was going on in the day. But then I'd probably do my live either when I was done and sitting down to eat uh and even then I'll be a pig. But or when I got home. Or when I was like done for the night I came in, I would do my live. But definitely I love what I call love holidays, ones where we eat together, ones where we get together, ones where we laugh and enjoy ourselves, ones where fireworks are in the air. I love holidays. So any holiday that got you celebrating, hanging out, kicking it, I love them. I love them. Bringing you together, man, I love those days. Having a drink with your friends, because of, yeah, I love those days. I love those holidays. Yeah, have the, yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend next weekend. And like I said, it's June. June is gonna come flying right. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how fast this year is going. Soon it's gonna be a year since I started my page. It'll be October, which means my birthday coming up. So look at me trying to rush. I told y'all once it gets to be about June, all I start thinking is, oh, my birthday. And my birthday is November. Hey, Queen of here. But I'm like, oh, yes, that is my time of year. And it seems like you go from one season waiting for the next one. So you're like in the spring, like, oh, I can't wait till summer and you get in the pools and I need to go to a carnival or go to some type of amusement park or do something, go traveling or do. And it's like, oh, I can't wait for it to be fall because that's my favorite weather and I love the way the trees look when the seasons change and da da da. Oh, I can't wait for Christmas and then we can get snow and it's the holiday season and you got Thanksgiving and you get together with family and I'm always in one season shooting to the next, I'm telling you. Always. Oh yeah, that's right. It is a day off. It sure is, Susan. That is a holiday. I love those holidays. You get the day off. And then you get them jobs that be like, anyway, if you don't get it here, it's not Christmas. It's, and so you shoot, you could end up having a job that had you in there on Christmas too. These days, I'm like, boy, they had you in there 365. Yeah, like I said, I'm definitely going to finish watching the Twilight movies on series on TV. And if anybody going live, I don't even know. I didn't see any scheduled ones for today to catch up on. Before I went out and ran some errands, I turned on the TV early this morning. They were doing Twilight. I thought they were gonna be doing them all day. I said, Twilight it is. And I've been watching them like I never seen them. Like I can't turn on my HBO Max and watch them. And there's commercials in it. That's how I know I love the movie. There's commercials and I'm still watching it. So that is truly what I am on for today. Super chill day. Now I know I wanted to watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because I at once upon a time, like I said, I've watched all the Housewives of everything. But once upon a time, I really liked Beverly Hills. It wasn't one of my favorites. One of my tops. Okay, my top all time with no no order, just these are my top three. There's no real order for nobody's first, nobody's second, nobody just my New York and New Jersey. Those were always like my favorites. I mean, New York was like, I'm telling you, those are just my favorites. Now, Orange County slipped in like behind it. Three, I was always waiting to get back to their season. Like to the point that I would know which housewife was getting ready to come on before coming next, and I'd be like, "Oh, here come my girls! Here come my girls!" So those were three. I don't know. For a little while in the pandemic, like most of us, it just went more into YouTube and everything. I know I was going on. They on episode three because I keep missing watching the shows I used to watch all the time. And when all the stuff went on, it just changed with 90 Days. So I was like, boo to that. I still love After Lockup. I still watch that. I still watch a lot of them, but like it's I'm watching. Like I'm watching uh um, Marriage Boot Camp. It's so stage. These couples are so not married, but season they had with so I've been watching a bunch of shows, but then I've been missing a bunch. And then somebody's always trying to tell you about a new show. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to pick up something else because it'll get me further behind. But since I don't knock the free time I have, it's not like I have free time because I just want to sit around and do nothing with my life. And so, since I know that's not what I'm doing, I have so much free time. I try to occupy it with things I like. So if it's shows, I'm going to do it. If it's movies, I'm going to do it. If it's food, I'm going to eat them. That's what I'm going to do. If it's fun, I had to throw that in there. You know it. I had to. I had to come in, say hi. See how everybody was doing. I knew I wanted to come on for at least an hour and chit chat and run my mouth. Just have a real Saturday was doing. And like I said, it feels so unpersonal when I have to come up and be like this, but to read any comments or keep any eye like that. I'm breaking up. Don't tell me my Wi-Fi is giving up too. Nah, my Wi-Fi should be good. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I feel so impersonal when I can't see you guys. I'm like, where did I feel like I'm not there? It sucks. But I had to come on anyway. And when I had to come on my phone, I was like, well, forget it. I'll just come on my phone. It is what it is as long as I come on and say, hey, tell y'all some embarrassing stories about me, laugh a little bit, get some good love and energy. I ran an errand earlier, but I was only gone for like 2 hours, maybe 2.5. So like I said, it's been a pretty chill day. The rest of it has been twice. Mm. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm gonna just sit and just stay on the phone and read the comments. Isn't it crazy? When I have my computer on, I use my phone to read the comments. But when I'm on my live, I have to come off the screen to read the comments. If it's not one thing, it's another. They always trying to keep me from my people. And I got these, and it's so disgusting. That's so disgusting. They're so nasty. I knew I should have got the other ones. I knew it. I knew it. But all right, guys, it was good then. So I'm a definitely cookie. Look, I love different foods. I love just making the things I like and eating those too. I love that the most. Oh, and I see a lot of people eat a lot of the things I like. So I'm like, oh, they got me in a happy place. They have me in a happy place. But all right, guys, have a good one. And I will